Ow, 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 oh. You're aggressive. You're aggressive, baby. Oh, 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 child abuse. Child abuse. Child abuse. Oh, 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 mm, oh, meow. Oh, girl. This, I want to report you. I'm going to report you. You a child abuser. Oh, oh, why are you a child abuser? Why? Why are you? Why? Oh, no, you can't. That hurts. What's wrong with you? Do you need anger management? Do you? Emma. Ow. You look at you see yourself. Do you see yourself? Huh? Do you see yourself? You see yourself on that screen? I don't think she can see herself good. Let me. Emma comes on to say hi. Let me get the camera there so she can see. Hold on, Emma. Hold on. There you go. Wait. It keeps. Oh wait a minute. Let me do it like that. Emma, who is that on the screen? Who is that? Say hi to those ladies. Say hi to the ladies. Say, what's up, y'all? I'm beating grandma up. Love you too. Who is that? Right there. I'm gonna eat you. Can I eat you? Huh? Say hi. Say hello. Oh, ow, no. You're a bit, yeah, you're abusive. You're so, here, I'll give you some more glasses. Here, use these glasses. Here, put those on. Those not fun, huh? Oh, you want the red ones. You want you look. Ah, ah. You like the, she likes the red ones. She likes the red ones. I only clicked on, so you dropped them. So Emma can say hi. Hi, as I'm cleaning up. She dropped by on me, y'all. She dropped by to say hi. She dropped by to say hi. Yeah. You kind of bad too. You're gonna have to leave here and not come back until you about 3. Something about them glasses. Yeah, something about them glasses. I don't know how you have those glasses. Something about the red glasses. Yeah, you always want to fight. Oh, oh, mm, oh, why? Oh, what is your problem? Do you see you on the screen? Who is that on the screen? Who is that on the screen? Can you say hi? Oh, here comes another slap. She got her ears pierced. Check them out, child. She got her ears pierced. Look at her. I think that babies should, I don't know. Y'all think it's too early to get babies' ears pierced? What's the age do y'all think? I don't know. Because I remember when I did my daughters and they cried. And I'm like, oh, I don't want them to cry. Oh. If we sit here a little bit longer, Keandre will be down here all in the screen. Screen. What? Head, shoulders, knees, twerk. Head, shoulders, knees, twerk. Can you? Can you? Okay, I got a bear for you. And then I got no batteries. Look at that. Who is that? This is, who is that? Who is that? No, you don't like Mr. Big? No. Well, y'all, I guess Emma said no camera action for me. She onesies, girl. This baby's in a man. She big baby. She big baby. She big baby. You pierced at 2 months, but she just got hers done 3 weeks ago, I think. So, and Emma is 6 months old now. 6 months. So around the same age, right? Randa. Yeah. At 3 months, I don't know when I did Tasha and Nisha, but I could remember they bust crying. I sure do. I remember her crying. So this ain't no good. Oh, she getting mad, y'all. She getting mad. She got a ponytail now. Check it out. Look at her little ponytail, Randy. Look at her little ponytail. It's the same size as mine. She looking in the mirror. Who is that? Who is that, Grandma? Oh. Randy, let me tell you a secret. Let me tell you a secret. I love kids. Don't get me wrong. I love kids. But I'm at that time restriction moment, girl. How long it's been? Okay, you've been here 2 hours. Okay. All right, 3 hours. Where's your mama? Where's your mama? Where's your mama? Not all day no more, Randa. You know, all my grandkids are more than welcome. And baby, you should have seen me doing the happy dance when Chris and Cam got up and girl. Then here come Q1. I was depressed again. Like, fuck. You know, so, but I was happy when Christopher and Cam was like, oh, they're big boys now. I was like, yes, but somebody keeps bringing these in the world. They can't talk. They poop every goddamn way. You got to get up out your sleep and feed them again. You got to find a pacifier all in your sleep and shit. And you want to dress them up. I don't even want to put clothes on, Randall. I got to get up and find clothes for somebody else. I was like, oh no, 3 is enough. However, I did have some downtime. Why? I don't know why she got that sticker on. Somebody stuck a sticker on her head. I was mad, but then you know what, Randall? That helps you discover where your selfishness is in life. Babies do. Babies help you determine if you are a selfish person or not. They do. And I was like, man, I think I'm selfish, man. I don't want to share my sleep time with nobody. I don't want to get up and heat up a bottle and see if it's warm enough. I brought her on just to see y'all, but I'm gonna run her right back upstairs just for a second. Just say bye. Say bye-bye, y'all. Bye-bye, y'all. She might be sleepy. I'm gonna be right back because I need to laugh a little bit about that darn boy. Ooh, but girl, yeah, I knew then though, Randa. I was like, oh, I'm a little selfish ass little helper, Hanukkah. I remember when they was getting bigger, and I know that they can't get their own pamper, at the bed. But I said, go get your pamper, because I'm all relaxed, comfortable in bed. Go get your wipes. And Grandma, I can't reach. fuck. Girl, so I knew, I knew right then and there, if there was gonna be some more, they was gonna catch hell, girl. 'Cause I ain't gonna do this shit. And that baby Amber, she better learn how to go get that damn pamper if you want me to change, because I don't feel like getting up. So the things that you are forced to do because of, there's your grandkids, or this your daughter, or this your son. So I love them. Don't get me wrong, Randa. But I'm on time restriction with it, huh? Because I be feeling like, you know, something is gonna be taken away from me, like my life. Like, when do you take back your life? Oh, I like want my life. Sex was good. Yeah, we had a baby. But how long this gonna take? How long? Got sex for a whole 5 minutes, you're pregnant. How long is this gonna take? Say 18 years. That's what I forgot, Randa. I forgot to check the law, girl. It's like 18 years. You're responsible for these kids at 18 years. Oh, hell no. 11 would be the tops. I give you 11 number of years. 18, now you have another baby. That's another 18. Let's add it up. Now you have another baby. That's another 18. And another baby. Who, I don't know how they do it. Y'all remember that show? What's that show with that lady had? Septuplets or something, right? And I'm like, who, Randa, who is supposed to keep running to the store, buying all these Pampers and stuff, girl? But I gave them all shout outs, and I'm like, more laundry, a bigger dinner table, more crime, more fighting, registrations for school, sick, shitty Pampers. Girl, I was trying to see, okay, what is good about this? What is good? Y'all, you don't want no more Randa? You done? Yeah, and then they turn sideways too, man. They like this in the bed. You got bruises. I used to have bruises, Randa. I would have bruises on my side, on my leg from, they turning and kicking and they sleeping. I don't feel it. I would wake up, girl, I have like tons of bruises all on my side and stuff. I'm mad, because first thing is like unattractive. Are you done, girl? No, you, that's a long time, I think about my oldest daughter, because her two is damn near grown, 17 and 18, and Mr. Noel is 3 now. 3, girl, please. So I'm like, what you doing, Tasha? I have to wake up. You didn't, but you chose to. You chose to. I used to think like, what? With some of us women, it's usually, it just happened. We're not under birth control or anything. So we're just hoping, well, we gonna get by with this one quickie, girl, this quickie, and it'll take just that one damn quickie. Then all of a sudden it's like, I ain't feeling good all the time, or this or that. You go to the doctor, oh, well, you're pregnant. Like, fuck. But I got my scarf on because I'm cleaning, so I don't want all the dust and stuff all in my head. But I know y'all don't give a damn. It's Sunday. I'm laid back kicking it today. So, but yeah, I thought about that. I could share with y'all with Dakota. I I was one of those people. It's like, nah, one, because, and don't ask me why. I don't know. I didn't get all into it. And the doctors was doing all the studying. And I used to go in for blood tests every week. And my mom, this was, I was young too. I was with I want to say after I had Tasha. So after I had Tasha, I want to say, because I was into sports heavily back then, y'all. Heavenly, like I'm swallowing whole eggs and things. I was a straight up sport fanatic. I had to play volleyball, I had to swim, I had to run track. You name it, I was on the bowling team. My head was in that alley, right? And of course I got pregnant. But after I had Tasha, I want to say probably about 6 months or so, and I had Tasha young, okay, but my cycle disappeared on me. Okay, so I had no cycle. And 18, I'm running back and forth to the doctor's office, 19 to the doctor's office. Tasha and Nisha is 6.5 years apart. Mind you, was never on no birth control. They didn't want me on anything because I'm going through these tests to find out what happened to my cycle. So I will be the first to tell you guys that I started my cycle 13, going on 14, came late. My cycle ended at right before I turned 18, after I delivered Tasha. And I am now 52. I've not had a cycle all of those years. So with Nisha, of course I'm sexually active, right? I'm taking these chances. We pull out game because I'm still nervous, right? Because I'm like, I'm not done with myself. I'm into sports. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm traveling. I'm doing this, right? But then she came along and I was like, uh-oh. So then at that time, now I had to get deep into learning ovulation. Because ovulation, yeah, that's when your stuff becomes active and boop, whammo, it can happen, right? And I was like, well, no, if I was told that while these doctors were doing all of this testing and what happened to her. So basically, I had became like an experimental protege for my doctors, right? And not even me knowing that till my mom stepped in, and because I used to always be like, "Where you go?" She would say, "Well, what you doing?" I was like, "I got to go back to the doctor." Well, you keep running to the doctor for it. And at some time, I was hesitant to tell her, like, "Oh, just go up for checkups," da, da, da. But all that time, they ended up doing like 2-3 years of test studies on what happened and why. I mean, blood, ultrasound. I mean, I was going through it, right? And I didn't think nothing of it. But I also didn't learn about ovulation at that time either, right? So Nisha come along. Don't get me wrong. There is a cycle of the waste that has to come out. There is a cycle, but it only lasted for about 7 weeks after delivering Nisha. After that, poof, gone again. So I'm like, what in the hell? Not that I wasn't happy about it, but hey, Lady Diva. But I used to question myself all the time. Like, and they verified all my stuff is in there, everything is working, doing just fine. They just could never figure it out how at that young age that I had started with a cycle and then cycled out. So of course, Nisha and Dakota is 14 years apart. And I've been 14 years, no contraceptives, no nothing, y'all. I had no protection, didn't care or nothing. And then here comes Dakota, 14 years later. But at this time, I kind of, know that I was at a risk of probably getting pregnant because now I know ovulation. They showed me how to count my days and blah, 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 and all of this. So I kind of knew, but I was also like, I can't, I ain't getting pregnant. But yeah, and that, and I sit back and I think about that part of my life, which I know I don't share too much of it, but yeah, if you can count up me having a cycle out here and conceiving, it's been kind of crazy. So I was like, oh, maybe I wasn't meant to be normal. I don't know, but I could tell y'all this. And, shit, I back after, with Tasha, I was like, shit, bitch, you can have freaking sex 365 days. I was, at one point I used to be bragging about this shit. I ain't got the words. I ain't got no downtime here. It was just on pop whenever it was. There was no restrictions at all. Straight 30 days, I was good. Nothing. So I didn't learn too much about the treatment for having a cycle and things like that. I didn't learn too much about going into the stores and looking to see the different protection that these people were making for our daughters, right? And mind you, I'm having girls, no boys. And I kid y'all not, when it was time to take Tasha, I was like, I was lost as fuck. I don't, ooh, they got something look like a stick. I didn't know what the fuck the stick was. What do you do with that? And then it was this. I literally couldn't teach her. Then my mom kind of stepped in and stuff, and then she was teaching, and I learned along the way. But I was embarrassed like fuck, y'all, because I never had to go into the store to, supersize, night wings, unwings, stick in, do the what the fuck is. I was like, what the hell? They make all this different type of stuff just for a woman cycle. And all the cycles the same. That's what I used to thought. It just flow out. I was not aware that some cycle is a lot heavier than the other ones, or some cramp. And I got 4 sisters, but obviously I only had one that used to really cry about it. Other than that, growing up, I didn't really think that much had to be put all into it. Now they out there, I go in Walmart, the stocking shelves is from one wall down into the next. I'm like, what? Why did these people go into this competition economically and capitalizing off of a women's cycle? Why they just didn't get together as one company and you just make the best and you keep producing it together? Now they in there fighting about the best product on the damn shelf always, and it's a whole bunch of other ones. I can't remember them all, but Stay Free. The hell? All y'all need to capitalize on the fact that you got to put some product out about who's making the best. Just join together. Just join together. You're overkilling this shit. So making it difficult for women to decide. You got the scented, unscented, the minis and a whole bunch of damn shit. But now I know. So it's easy now with Dakota. It'll be easy with Emma, because now I can be like, well, they got this for this and this. Here's your choice. You set that shit out like you do Coke and Pepsi, whatever rocks your boat or whatever. So it's pretty funny. Pretty funny though, y'all. But I don't know if I have been blessed or cursed. I didn't know. I couldn't figure that out. There's always on Poise. Poise is always on sale though. I be seeing those up in there too. But what are they doing though with Poise? Poise to me got the prettiest box on the shelf. So, capitalize because they done made the prettiest box to gain your attraction to, get these to 2 for $10. It's crazy. It's crazy how it comes to, but that's just my crazy, wild way of thinking, right? It's just my crazy, wild way of thinking. It is. But she's growing pretty fast. Pretty fast. It was like yesterday. It was small. I just asking her, well, how old is Emma? Emma is 6 months already. Holy cow. She sits up, so she's doing well. But shout out to you, Randa, for starting over, girl, because you supposed to be in your time, girl, when you is getting them plane tickets, traveling, laying back on the beaches and stuff like that. But, you have to deal with the registration of schools and stuff now. So I'm like, hi, Standing. Hey, weird. How many of y'all got girls? All y'all got girls, or y'all got a mixture? I got a mixture. I used to want a boy, but that's over with. Oh boys. I used to think about taking them to the barbershop and stuff like that. So no boys. Like the opposite came with me. It ended up being all boys and grandsons. Yeah. Yeah, you was almost done, girl, but you had to go do the oochie coochie. You in there doing the oochie coochie. I think a lot of ladies was out here pretty much shocked, even though with us not knowing your personal life, girl, when you came on and you was like, well, I got a surprise and we looking at this baby bump, I was like, She was doing the oochie coochie. She was doing the oochie coochie. Hey, Sir Miguel, you said you got a mixture, two girls and a boy. I can't, I can't even have that experience, Sir Miguel. I can't even talk about what it's like raising a odd out of the litter. I don't know. Because right now, like I said, with all of the grandboys, there was no girl there to even experience that mixture of being the odd, and definitely not with men, and my sisters and brothers. It's like, what is the difference? You know, now look what we're going through where Sir Miguel, well, if you have just one boy and you have the two or the three girls and they're very close in age, do you have you, or do you, if they're still young, do you, now that we know what's going on in society now with this whole hashtag Me Too, and we're watching the whole LGBT movement stuff play out right in front of us, right? Do it brings back in time when your children were little and there's one boy and two girls or three girls that you didn't see them, having that trait or something, or did you stay in tune with your son to make sure that those type of traits wasn't developed in them? Because I'm definitely not buying, I don't buy that whole thing, Miguel, that they're born that way. I just don't, I don't buy it. And I watched quite a few videos about, with the little boys or the little girls, and they're acting that type of way, and ended up continuing to grow in that pattern of behavior to become the character that they chose to buy. I don't know why, that I just don't believe in it. And there's several documentary stories about, oh, my daughter was born this way, or my son was born this way. And I question myself when I hear that too, Sir Miguel. So because the Bible says different. It was saying it's man and woman. They said it was Adam and Eve. So how do we get to the notion about my daughter and child was born this way if this is something that God has allowed to happen? So what you're telling me is that did God help created your son coming out to be, God, but God doesn't condone this. So how is it that your child knew? So are they saying that the baby was born into well, I don't know if demonic would be the word, but against what the plan was, and that was to have man and woman on earth to keep the reproduction up of life? This stuff is confusing, Miguel. I'm just saying, when I be hearing this stuff, you hear these stories, on the Oprah show or this show and this show, and my son, we knew at birth. What? I don't know. You said that, are you single parent? Me, it's different with the girls, though, Miguel. It's different with the girls, right? Because we know that when the girls are born and we start to see their behavior, like picking up a football or, running with the guys with the girls back then. I'm talking about back then, you never looked at the girls back then as, oh, that girl is going to be into another woman. Oh, that girl is going to, oh, we used to say back then, like, oh, that girl is a tomboy. That's what I grew up on, Miguel. Well, no, she's just a tomboy. But now, since we entered into the newer generation where it was allowed to come out in the open, and it was, now it's that's your girlfriend. I thought you was just growing up to be a boyfriend to be able to just endure some of the physical things or mentally thinking of a way like a man do. Miguel, when I tell you, I never ever back in the early 80s, I never thought that this was what the whole plan was for this to happen this way. So I say that because I watched Christopher grow up. I watched Cameron grow up. I'm now watching Dakota grow up. I watch Kiwan grow up. I don't see any signs right now from what has been put out and placed in front of us about how to capture if a person wants to be part, or same sex, or I don't see any of that in it. And I could tell you this too, Sir Miguel. If I do, and if I ever, I'm just gonna bluntly ask them. I don't know if I'll be overstepping my boundaries with it. I don't know if it's any of my business. But Kiwan, I take that back, Miguel. I used to see Kiwan, but let me bag my story up. Kiwan was also born with health issues. So he also was isolated and kind of put in a temporary comostat status, right? They had him on ice and all that stuff and ran everything. His just was not as extensive as Keandre, right? But as Q1 got older after a year in ICU and everything, mind you, Keandre spent a year and about a month or so in ICU as well. So, but as he got older and started walking, Miguel, I used to see Kiwan do this. I used to see him do this all the time. And I would come along to be like, boy, put your hands down. This was like when he was 2, 3, 4, just now getting it going. Put your hands down. But then I kept saying, well, okay, let me back up because that could be part of something that happened during his tragic illness, right? He was on all these machines or something. So maybe that kind of did something in the brain that caused him to walk, like they do now, Miguel. But at that time, I didn't think about that. So I used to just hit his hand, put your hand, because that's the first thing that I'm thinking in my head that no, I'm gonna do what I can to prevent what I'm thinking can be the outcome of him walking around like this. He's doing it all the time. So I want to say about 6 or 7. You don't see Kiwan with that hand up no more. Kiwan stand there like, which he probably shouldn't, but he's standing there now and realize, he'll touch himself. He'll be like, shit, he'll stand like I'm gonna be a man. That's how he's standing now. But I don't know how many of us parents detected it at an early age and we just did not approach it, or we waited until it's too late, because now once they're 16, 17, 18, shit, they don't give a damn what you think. They bringing the girl or the boy over to your home now. This is my boo thing. And I don't know. I know there's nothing that I'm going to be able to do about it if a situation like that occurs amongst my 4 grandboys, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. If I see it, I'm like, man, you gay? You like? And that's just me. That's just me. But we come a long way, because I thought most of the girls was just wearing the scarves and playing football or tag with the guys and stuff just to be, a little bit stronger than men. I ain't never know that they were gonna be what they call them now, the BUTCH or the my girl. I really didn't. I must have been one hell of a lost soul out here. You have a cousin that's gay. Believe it or not, that my mom said that when he was around 9 months, that boy is really, and then he turned out to be so. Hey, perspective. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. Are the parents, when they detect it at an early age, like you see on all these YouTube channels and stuff, it's okay with them. We saw, well, I don't know if it was okay with what's his name and his son, because I don't think he was too happy, the basketball player and his son, and then we only had very few of the Black culture where we actually saw it play out, where they ended up with someone that's attracted to the same sex. But that white culture, it was bad on YouTube. They was, yeah, I knew when he was born. How you know when he was born? I couldn't figure it out. The baby can't talk or none of that stuff. Well, then it was one show where the it was allowed, the boy wanted to dress like a girl. This is the white culture. And it was okay. Or he wouldn't go to school. I think he was about 8 or 9. And the white mom and dad felt compelled they had to follow what the boy wanted. You ain't going to school. Well, nigga, it's all the different cultures, and I get it, but I can really see the Black culture reaction to that. How in the heck is an 8 or 9-year-old going to threaten the parent because of what he feels is his sexuality, that I have to dress you like this? And nigga, you better go buy your own shit before I buy it. But now this is where you take in turns. Throw the law in there. Throw the law in now. Throw the law. Yeah. So now these children back then would have the law protection under them, and this young boy is not coming to school. Now here comes social service, here comes this, and now they take all their notes, they're evaluating everything, so now it becomes, well, you're violating his sexuality because I'm not buying a dress and some bows and sending my son to school. They'll fix it, twist up the suit, do all kind of shit, to where now your ass is under arrest for, I don't know, the child privilege law. I don't know. Shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. So I try to, it's crazy. Can you imagine going to jail? Can you imagine your 8 and 9-year-old putting a lawsuit out on you because you did not compel or comply to what he wanted and how he wanted it because of his choice of being, gay and having his sexual preference, and you not want any involvement in it at the age of your child being 8, 9, or 10? But you best believe that there are some laws out there that will defend that child, and then you be the wrong person. You're the wrong person. And I'm like, I don't know, but I'm glad that I used to hit Keandre's hand. I promise y'all, but put your hand down. Put your hand down. I mean, he was stand. You know how they had that stance with the $1 cheat. Like put your hand down. Put your hand down. Put your hand down, boy. And it worked. I don't see that hand up. He don't be doing no snapping no more. He ain't doing none of that now. Like I said, when he turned 18 or 19, and if that was the case for him to be born that way, as these people make these excuses for these type of actions to happen, then there's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. But under 18, under 18. That I'm trying to think of what's the Black, not Shaq. What's his name, y'all? Whose son came out with the gay. Then he ended up all in. I got the heat blowing directly up in my mouth. What is his name? Y'all help me out with this one. The big guy. I don't know his name. Wait a minute. And his son came out. He kind of big too. Did all the weird dressing and everything up under his parents' roof and things like that, right? Knowing that you wouldn't even been able to Magic. Thank you, Jana. Thank you, Perspective. Right? You born by these people, you born into money, right? Then decide he want to be whatever the hell he wanted to be. He get notary with his weird dressing and wearing his dresses and doing all kind of shit, all in the magazines and stuff, which now have allowed him to make his own money, but to become who he was attempting to be at that younger age, that was all, in my opinion, up underneath his parents' money. Now he ended up getting cocky, here and there. He didn't care what nobody think, but yet then he had he didn't sympathize about just waiting it out until you are gone with, allowing his mother and his dad being the public out here, figure out here in the public to start making these opinions about his parents where he was born, and you wouldn't have been able to got those type of dresses and bows and all this fucking shit unless with you being born up into freaking money. So kids can be selfish too, but whatever. When I first started capturing that story and reading it, and I was over here like, boy, some kids sure know how to give back to their parents, right? And he gave back though, didn't he? And I think a lot of the articles were stating that Magic wanted something else for him. Didn't he want him to be like something else of what men expect for their sons to be? And then the other girl who did the adopting plays in the movies. I'm so bad with stars names. It's so crazy because I don't pay that much attention to them, so they really don't stick. You say if you look at a little boy's ultrasound, it's about, let's say, 3 to 4 months. The private area is identified as a girl. Yes. And if you get yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying though, Kim, but still, it still develops into, the little area. Yeah, it's not fully developed when you're looking through the ultrasound, but still, wait a minute. You just really made me think about something. You really did. You make me want to ask and question myself, Kim, when I mentioned about the religion aspect of it, right? Because now, yeah, you got me thinking, girl, because if the babies are conceived and I feel like that you're saying that if you've conceived with a boy and earlier on, well, not really, because it's at its developing stage. So I had to really, you had me thinking about that. It's at the developing stage, no different from a flower. When a flower is planted, you only have the bare minimum, which is the seed. And then once you have the seed, you only have the little stemmy part rooting up from the dirt. So you still can't tell if this is going to be a boy flower or a girl flower. So that's only through the ages of through the time of development. So I almost touched on the religion part about that with you. So I don't think that I'm going to do that, because once it has been through developmental stages, we now can clearly see if it's going to be a boy or a girl. But if I touch on the religion part about it, it's like that because he already knew what it was going to be, of course, with your help with your scientists dealing with all of those chromosomes. If 2 eggs go in and 1, then it's going to be a boy. And 4 eggs go over here with this, it's going to be a girl, and all that scientifical man-made, opinion of studies, and I still don't believe that. I don't know. I don't even think that I believe that either, Kim. Well, if you're riding on the top, it's going to be a boy. If you're laying on the bottom, it's going to be a girl. Which way was that? Randa, were you on the top or were you on the bottom? Because you had a girl. Me, I don't remember. I don't know what happened, but I really don't. I don't recall with these superstition mythology of knowing what the sex of a baby is going to be. Why can you? If you did it on the sink, it's going to be twins. If you was on top of the washing machine, you're going to have septuplets. Like, what? What the hell does that got to do with the price of tea in China? Why I just can't be on top of the washing machine because of the vibration of the washing machine? What happened to that theory? So yeah, but I had to give it a little bit more thought though, Kim. I was like, wait a minute, because of course, you'll have the algorithm where which you can throw the religion into it, but then you also now have to throw into the studying part about how one egg meets another egg, and this is all of their studies that they do up top. I don't know. I used to wonder that too, though, Kim. Like, how who did you like? I know they would take the sperm or the egg and watch it all under a telescope and all that stuff. I know it would be doing stuff like that. So yeah. We're doing stuff like that. And I am still sitting here on this live, y'all, but I'm waiting on my pot roast. It's cooking in the slow cooker. Then I'm going to transfer it over to the oven. So I got that going. I picked Coda up at 5:30. But I really wanted y'all to see how big Emma is growing. She talk a lot too, y'all. Ooh, she talk just like Randa, baby. Be talking. So I don't know. Now we're sitting here with the world just being what it is, and laws and lots of laws and lots of laws. And we are stuck with damn if you do, damn if you don't. You can join in or you don't. That's how I look at it too. I saw the Sean Harris. I'm almost done with it. I saw his live this morning. I was watching it, almost done. And his live was on an approach to get Levi and Bookham over on the panel to do some Q&As, but fortunately they never showed up. I know he didn't expect for cousin Levi to show up. I know he wasn't sitting there expecting for that to happen, as well as Bookham. If he thought that Bookham was going to give up his views to come over there, shit, Bookham wants the views, so it would have taken Mr. Harris to show up on Bookham's show. However, I did hear a little bit of a phone call. And of course, what Bookham does is turn it into his Q&A. He wanted Mr. Harris to answer, what have you done for Mr. Kelly? Well, Mr. Harris just put out a few things about what he did and what he didn't do. Lily pops up in the chat and she did ask Mr. Harris, well, why didn't you put me on? Made perfect sense to not put her on. His first answer made absolutely 100% sense to me, because you do not, as most people would love to come and testify for your loved ones out there, you have to realize what it is that you will be going up against. See, testifying isn't just about sitting on a stand talking about how much you love someone or what you believe that he did not do. You have an op that is going to come at your neck, and you best to be ready for it. Now, you can get up there and get your word out about your loved one. Go do it. Yeah, he's a good person. He sat and we played on the monkey bars, and he would be the person in the neighborhood that would come around and give out popsicles, and he did the community thing. But see, when the prosecution comes back to cross-examine you, they're not coming back to cross-examine you on no shit about how you feel about the person that you're trying to testify about. They're coming back now to tear into your ass about your life and humiliate you and find some discrepancies in your freaking case. I mean, in your life. They ain't coming back to say, well, when did he start this community and how many children were there? No, they're going to come back with, well, is it true back in 1948 that you served 2 years for pulling a gun on the clerk at the 7-Eleven? Their job is to destroy you and your credibility. So when I was listening to Mr. Harris, he damn on point with that. Same thing that I would do. I have to have witness statements where, with what I'm doing. I do. I can walk around that building and get 100 witness statements if so be it. But out of those 100, I'm probably going to have to narrow it down to about one. Because this here is a whole thing about you been MIA from WORK for 50 days, in 4 months. Well, guess what? You want me to go pull in 100 witnesses here that also has that same freaking track record. What am I gonna do with that? No, you got to bring somebody in that's squeaky freaking clean, that gives the prosecution no freaking outlet to come back to attack your credibility or your stance, your truth based off of your past history. Well, didn't you run over Kaisha with that big wheel and your mama whooped your ass? You know what the jury finna be looking like? Oh, well, that was a badass freaking child. So you can't bring no bad news, like none. So when I was hearing Lily, well, why didn't you use me? I asked for you to use me. And Lily did state on the live when she first came out over here, she was telling everybody, that she had did some things, I did some things. I've been to jail for it, yada, yada, yada. And, Lily, did you really think that they would care about how much you love your brother? They don't care about that shit. They're coming up. And it's not just her. Bookham, he can't keep a lie straight. We're gonna bring him up here for. What are they gonna ask him? How long you been doing them? Oh, since 1985. Well, when was the last time you actually had association or talk, or whatever, Mr. Kelly? Oh, it was 2020. Well, what the fuck were you doing in the years in the middle, in between that, right? Come on. So I can understand pretty much Mr. Harris, view on that. I clearly understand it. He did say it was just a whole lot of people that they just could not use. And another thing that he said, that a lot of people did not come forth because of the outrage. A lot of them did not want either their dirty business to come out, or they just didn't want to have no involvement, in this. Because, once you open up a door, another door gonna open. Another door gonna open. And it's gonna feel like that this shit is never going to go away. Just like how Jerhonda Pace came back and said that she just wanted them to leave her alone. Y'all remember that? She's like, I'm just tired. I done been to New York and they just keep coming and they just keep coming. Yeah, she opened the door. A door that she probably could not imagine that was going to get this far. What's going on, T-Baby? Hey, James. This far, right? To pride, or to allow the public to even notice of all of her buffale. Jerhonda Pace never imagined that a lot of people were going to be out here talking about, her fantasy world, even though she brought, for the most part, a lot of it out over on Natasha K, with the whole Dominique tattoo and all this tattoo shit, sometimes you do. You literally have to fall back if you don't want to be out there in the best of the both worlds, because that's exactly what it is. You open that door, Cousin Levi, he came out here with all of the because I guess the whole umbrella of Mr. Kelly did not gravitate to him, and whatever the case may be, so he started the whole terroristical activity out here, and you just, because people were stating their opinions or reading indictment of Mr. Kelly or emotion of Mr. Kelly, or you're not for my cousin, you know. That's some shit I'll never understand, how a person can say who or what you're not for. That's just like in the political view, right? How do I have the right to come out here to say, oh, well, you ain't Republican or you ain't Democrat? I don't know. And you know, at that some level, like, you shouldn't really care, but because I just kept saying it. He just kept pushing that narrative. He's a, you know, and it only came really harder and harder after the fact that he set up there with some involvement with having the DJ son up in in Drunken Larry's home. Then he went harder and harder and harder because they started retaliating back. You know, like, what the hell? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people who came out there to walk or come on the YouTube never thought that they was going to sit here and be watching an episode of allegations of a freaking terrorist community. I was like, what the fuck did that come from? But it did. Mm. And not only that, right? You all sat and why I don't know how y'all can't put two and two together. If that darn Bookham boy was la gagging with what everybody called the ops out here, and traveling down there to eat the steaks, and my unk, you know, or a bro with Levi, all, you know, on his channel, and they connected like magic, you know, it connected like magic. That he also jumped on the bandwagon of trying to show the terroristical act up underneath, in my opinion, and allegedly, the directions of this cousin Levi, and you know, he wanted to be involved. He wanted to do the damn thing. That's just my opinion of it. And it is what it is, because he didn't have to go to this extent to all the shit that he did either. He didn't have to sit on his screen, Bookham did, tell myself who he finna write a letter to and what he finna do, and he finna do this and do this, when everybody out here with your common sense should have known that the shit that he was doing is going to do what? You ain't finna free R. Kelly on the shit that you're doing under some shit about some damn terrorists. You're not going to free R. Kelly about clipping videos and editing to send in to anybody to help R. Kelly. Now, you may be hurting the person that his intentions were of doing so, you know, yeah, you know, he may be doing that, but what the fuck did this have to do with helping R. Kelly? Nothing. But the gravitation went up under there. I mean, because he's vocally loud over there, or he has the music to hypnotize the people, or he can act like a buzzard, you know, on his live. They love that shit. They love that shit. But was he, in my opinion, that Booker was dead goddamn wrong. Dead fucking wrong on the shit that he has done. So as I listen to Mr. Harris, right, there are some things that, you know, it's like, well, he said Dana Bookham, aka, would have probably been a okay person to go to, but then again, he's not an okay person to go to, because you don't know whether if he's telling you the fucking truth or if he's lying, and you can't deal with people like that. You'll set yourself up. You will definitely set yourself up. Now, Bookham comes back with an excuse that he likes to use on a lot of people, right? And it's like, what he'll say, well, if you keep saying it, then I'm just gonna join along in with you. You don't fuck with people like that. Because if it's a group of people that you already know that is saying something that's not true, why would you join in with it? No, you stick to your own grounds. I don't have a baby by that girl. And that's the end of it. It's done. No, he joined right in on that shit for shits and giggles under the name and the using the umbrella of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, when everybody knows that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly has this crazy allegations about him now from 2008 about this girl, this videotape. Y'all finna play around with that shit? That was fucked up, man. I wasn't nothing to play around with. Because look what came to light. Yeah. She got pushed into a federal case, federal on Mr. Kelly and the mom and everybody, they come out and testify against him. But he played around with that shit at the beginning of the freaking trial when this man had a sensitive goddamn case. It wasn't nothing to play with. This wasn't absolutely nothing to play with. Developing a whole bunch of, XYZ about the whole money thing. I feel like this though, Mr. Harris. I do. I feel like if Mr. Kelly, well, wait a minute, because at first they said that, the attorneys couldn't have no part of it. It's not ethical for them to do anything with money. So I guess you wouldn't have heard of R. Kelly coming out saying that I need the help. These people just took it in on their own to do so. However, you had an attorney that was signed on that allegedly that Mr. Harris has spoken to. Somehow the information got back, if that's a lie. Like I said, because you never know when this boy is lying, right? He comes out and he blurts out that he knows the conversation that Doug Anton had with Mr. Harris. That's a red flag for me. That's a fucking red flag for me. Like, dude, you got to do the most to do this. But when it comes to the money, this was Mr. Kelly's attorney, Mr. Harris. This was Mr. Doug Anton. Greenberg came on and said that he didn't learn about all this stuff until later on, like, because he was surprised when he came and did his live. He was like, he did what? Doug Anton. If we talk about the same damn Doug Anton, you talk about the attorney Doug Anton, is out here setting up what with Booker? With what? So he appeared to have been in shock too, right? Because his first mind as an attorney, he's thinking that, wait a minute, we can't do this. But Doug Anton immediately jumped to where he had to temporarily fix it in favor of Doug Anton because he didn't have all the facts or anything. So at that time, when Greenberg came out, he had to pause and think for a second. Because wait a minute, let me say this to try to cover Doug Anton. And then, but let me say this also to try to cover Booker, so until he gets to the bottom of this. Well, somewhere, Mr. Harris, he must have gotten to the bottom of it because not only did the community start getting very vocal about this freaking money, you understand that? But yet, then you had Doug Anton just disappeared off the case, or his services were no longer needed, right? But there's also been situation in some of the paperwork for the arguments about his royalties or this. And if he was there as his entertainment attorney, then why did he leave? Was he recanted off because of Greenberg finding out that, this is not what we supposed to be doing. This is unethical. We got to get you off of this case because if something comes to light about this, could this have been possible that a whole amongst other things that brought up Greenberg, because Doug Anton technically was tied to the Greenberg that came out here as he brought him on to help him with the case. And not only that, he can get into the whole blank backer. Now, I know some things that Mr. Harris is not going to be able to say, sworn into secrecy, and private information for Mr. Kelly. It should not be put out here, and because of his job title. So I can respect that. But not only that, I find that these guys and other people out here in the community should have been under some type of investigation or just kind of looked at, peeped through their windows. But what about the attorneys? Did the attorneys get peeped into? Did you peep into the whole Blank Becker thing? I have a story behind that, but then I'll be still sitting here for a little bit longer than I anticipated. I still ain't even heated up my steamer for my floor yet. I'm still sitting my ass here, dressed down in my Sunday gear, just kicking it with y'all. But it's a whole lot of damn, questions. It's a whole lot, which I know there's not going to be a lot of answers. I was hoping to hear Mr. Harris, since his live was about 2 hours long, even kind of mentioned the fact that, how unethical it was for 2 of his attorneys at the beginning of his case was out here making phone calls to unknown, non-important people. Like, what? That was some weird shit, Mr. Harris. Like, how the hell did that happen? And I get it, it's some attorneys do come out, here and there to talk on your show or whatever, but to be caught up, how does an attorney not know that they're about to be caught up in a bunch of boufale, Mr. Harris? How could they not have seen this shit? A whole bunch of people was writing these attorneys. There was a lot of people writing these attorneys. They had to, you can tell the attorneys were taking a bunch of phone calls from X, Y, Z, and W, allowing them to whisper in their ears, or they're hearing these different stories about YouTube. It was like right there. It should have been no more phone connections to anybody that was out here on the freaking YouTube street. Nope, but they kept on talking to them. And, what information do you think it is that an attorney should be out here giving YouTube streets people, unless it was conducted like that guy that hosts the court TV? That was okay to do. That was okay to do. It really was with Greenberg. It's absolutely okay. So it's just what you say, Queen. Yeah, you read in between the lines from his few lines. The attorney were, they were in question. Yeah. I just didn't even really fall for that whole thing of how that Blank Becker thing played out.
They give her a rose, so I guess I got another role to stay.
Why you gotta give her a rose?
She's gonna go back right now. We're gonna go to the give a lot of all this shit.
That would have been a good question. I'm just saying, because, and then, like I said, I know he's privy to what he can and should not be saying, as his job title would not permit him to do. So for that part, I can understand. But yeah, he went all into the fact about, what look like. And to me, to put some ice on this, it's like, well, why wouldn't Bookham just show up to kill it? Bookham rather be on his channel, doing what he do, finding discrepancies for in your story, finding a loophole for him to get in. So if he finds that loophole, it opens the door now for him to twist that story and then start adding accusations on the party to be. And that's just how he operates. You leave a loophole. If you accidentally, rebuttal something that didn't mean to come out, or it came out and he took it to turn the term of what you're saying, the definition of what you're saying, or, to make the picture just looks like the weapons should be drawn on you. What was it that Mr. Harris said that he had played? Said some shit about, aha, I got you. And I'm trying to think, what was it that he had said out of that whole, how long was Mr. Harris first live. It wasn't that long, right? A little bit under 40 minutes or so when he was driving in the car. Just a little bit under that. Out of that whole 30, 40 minutes or whatever, right? That was the only part. Aha! I got you. What about the rest of the shit that he said? He only found that little loophole. And that's just how he does his commentary. You know, you leave a loophole open up in there. Yep. Now he can slide on in and build his comments 25 minutes. And out of the 25, 15, within the 15 minutes or so, he found something. He didn't find nothing at the beginning. He didn't find nothing. 3 minutes later, he didn't find nothing. 4 minutes later, he was waiting on it, right? And I believe it was something about, what was it? Something about the, it was something. I got to go back and listen to it. I didn't even write it down in my memoir, but I thought that was funny. Then he listened to all the rest of the end of it. He didn't find nothing. He waits for the loophole girl to slide in. Well, tell the people, you know, X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, this nigga here. You go get Levi. This ain't Levi channel. Well, the last time that we or Mr. Harris might have peeked in and saw it, hell, he saw that him and Levi was buddies, right? He saw that him and Levi had time together. He saw that they were making phone calls, that, you know, they was doing it. So maybe he should have said, well, you know, hey, you know, we fell out. We kind of had we separated. So, you know, don't call for Levi over here on my channel. Maybe Mr. Harris just didn't know until he was probably informed by some people that's actually sitting out here watching this shit. Hell, well, we couldn't tell last week. People looking from the outside in, they was joined at the hips, wasn't it? They was joined at the hips. Think about it. He didn't jump on the bandwagon until you saw DJ Son over on Drunken Larry, where Levi was having his say-so in on that. Then after that, you saw Bookham in on the fight. Think about it. The same thing with, you know, the terrorist shit. Yeah. You start hearing Levi screaming the terrorists and the terrorists and the terrorists. Next thing I know, this is just me because I know what I'm watching. And I ain't blind because there's 4 of them on here and I'm watching. I can see it without the damn glasses. I just need these to make the words big, but I can see your ass good. Then he started joining in on the whole terrorist thing. He started calling it. He wasn't calling people terrorists at the beginning. He didn't call them terrorists when they was doing after the walks and the protesters and things were over with down there. He did. Booker wasn't doing that. Then he joined in. And I was like, what is wrong with this freaking, is he a follower? Are you, you know, I'm asking if this guy is a straight up follower, you guys. He's a follower. Like, nothing on his own. They didn't come behind Bookham with all of this buffalo. He came behind them on the attacks. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sitting here, and y'all know I'm watching. Y'all know I'm up here with my binoculars on watching this shit with what, you know, he's doing. And it just becomes funny. You know, you just laugh at it because, boy, I swear this boy would turn a story quick as hell. Yeah, he said Levi. But I think, you know what, with that, Queen, and this goes without being said, Queen, because I watched quite a few people was like, I think Mr. Harris even stated that with that fake ass argument, with that fake fighting that they have going on. And I said it on my channel the other day, right? To, I forgot who I was speaking to in the chat, right? But I told you never know. Right now, you have to take these group of people with the grain of salt right now, because you don't know what's real and what's not real. And that's why I have the channel for us to laugh at. You don't know what's real and what's not real. So I think Mr. Harris spoke on it, and there were several other people that spoke on the fact that, you know, that whole fight could be fake as fuck because they got to try to separate each other now. You know, everybody ain't finna try to go down together. That's just my opinion, right? But, and if it's real, I don't know how you're going to get rid of the past. All these people out here screenshotting and recording and doing all that stuff here, they might as well stay together. just because they feel like that they separated, that makes him feel like, what he gonna say, well, shit, I don't know nothing about that shit, and that would be a lie. That would be a lie. So, but that whole terrorist shit, that was just a wild phase right there. Because I was like, I thought terrorist people do way more than this, but of course, Levi, I guess he was using it because of the way that Scooby-Doo was, retaliating and doing what he was doing on his live, pertaining, with them. So now you got all of those beasts, but I don't know. I just didn't look at it like that, you guys. I was like, terrorist. Like it's a terrorist. Now, I done been downtown. I don't walk with this boy. I don't see shit about a damn terrorist. What do I see? Hot-headed. He mad. They coming at him. He coming back. And but downtown, as we were walking, you don't see that, in him. Not until him and DJ kind of fell out. Then you can see the bitterness and the angerness between those two guys. But down at the park or down, I didn't see that shit. He was just there. That was like us. He was just there, like us. So all this other shit that's steamed from Hey Mud Boo, from here, near or there, getting out here on YouTube and up to the level of terroristical attacks. And even if this Scooby-Doo is out here and you listening to the audio, and the audio is all about, the address for the people in New York, or we're going to go there and we're going to go here. If you're dealing with heart-spoken and real life humanity, right? You got to ask yourself, how many people would actually stick their nose out that far to someone like you don't really know, to say, I'm gonna send in this video or this paperwork and this or that, but that's a whole nother episode that we gotta wait and see for it to come out on, why there's a bunch of things went to this level. But Mr. Harris live, he states that he was, part of the PI investigation for Mr. Cali. Bookham has his peculiar kind of way of challenging. Yes, he did. Jay Bennett, he said that I better not show up. I was gonna get slapped or this or that. But Jay Bennett, because it wasn't that serious to me like that. I know how to understand angry words. You know what I'm saying? I deal with it every day. Nothing that boy done with talking about I'm gonna slap you or I'm gonna do this or calling me one stink puss or this or that, it never would have prompted me. Well, won't pick up the phone and call the police to do what? Because not only does it interrupt his livelihood, or it would, guess who else's livelihood would have been interrupted? Mine. Mine. Yeah, mine. And if you think that I have the time of the day because somebody called me a name or said they finna do this and do that, it ain't gonna happen. They showed up anyway, girl. Show up anyway. For what? Because he had to he had to understand. And when I got there, well, he continued on doing what he was supposed to have been doing, which was his protest. He ain't paid me no attention. He just kept on doing. I think he might have stepped back because I was at the back. He might have stepped back and kind of looked, okay, so what we doing? That's right. We're here to walk. That was it. And then he was going on about his business. No, I didn't go with any fear, because somewhere you have to determine that, there is no fear here. People say things out of anger, but I know that once you pick up that phone, Jay Bannon, I know that once you start writing all those papers and trying to get the attention of the authority that you want the attention for, that your life as well is going to be disturbed. I'm not calling in from work saying that I got to go to court. I'm not fenced to leave my child because I got to go to court. I'm not fenced to give these people any power to probe in my finances or this or that. Wasn't worth it. So you best to believe that the same people that may have picked up the phone and opened up the door, they dirty laundry and whatever is going on in their lives is now out there in those people's hands. Only thing that should be out there in your people's hands is your damn social security card and you voting and stuff like that. But to be tied up in anything that related to something that can go down that line of criminal activity and thing, I ain't doing that shit. Wasn't worth it. Yeah, he was though, Queen. Like I say, you didn't really see the animosity until, after I'm trying to even remember how it all played out though. It was after the second one or maybe the third one. The next thing I come on YouTube. I was who the what, when, what's going on? You got Bookham and what's his name? Drunken Larry. He started talking about how, it was this and they down there with this dirty and this is messed up. And guess who joined in behind that? Bookham did. Bookham wasn't the first one that came out and said something about those walks and this and the ladies or the this is going on. Well, Drunken Larry. And he joined right on in. He followed right on up behind that, knowing that he was looking at a walk or the protest thing for his mentee. He knew he did. He knew it was. Yeah, he knew. But because shit hit the fan, he had to come on YouTube and change up his whole ways. But something obviously made him mad. Now, the word on the curb, what really made him mad was because of this whole situation thing, as it was spoken in the chats about those sisters. Now, I don't know how true it is because, I don't do all that writing and stuff like that, so I don't know how true it is, but that's what they said. Had he not been attacking the sisters that allegedly he brought down there, and then all of a sudden he comes back on his channel. He want to show y'all how they not the sisters. He done pulled up somebody, what was it, Cassandra or Lisa? I don't know which one it was. I don't remember. He done pulled up their whole damn biography. Hey, she went to school here. She got this, she did. It's too late for that. Hey, Dip, it was entirely too late for that. You allegedly, because I don't even know if that's true, brought or Lisa and Cassandra, I believe the story was told this way, brought themselves to him needing to get to Mr. Kelly. So since they couldn't get to Mr. Kelly because the police had already arrested him, this guy here put together this whole fan bus group thing to get down to him. So it was only common sense for them to contact him, or who else has access to reach Mr. Kelly. Well, he was the one on the YouTube picture, I can get to Miss Kelly. I got a bunch of people. I'm going down. We at the gym and all this stuff. Now, Bookham rebuttal back was if they were the real sisters, then they should have not needed him. But you got to keep in mind, I truly believe if my calculations is correct, that my calculations was correct, that Mr. Kelly was already picked up, right? So it wasn't like that they can fly in, make it down into the Trump Tower and say, hey, we're your sisters. Then he go do this whole news media thing down in, what building was that downtown? I get those buildings mixed up. The Black building, you got the Daily Center, you got this center, you got this center. I don't know. And you know I don't know, because I ain't never been in trouble to remember all that shit. I stayed in Chicago, but when I'm downtown Chicago, I'm at the Buckingham. I'm doing the good shit. I've been in the one that looks like a blue igloo, right? Because they used to have, I don't know if they still have it in there, but the DMV and the Social Security things was in that building. So I've been in that building, but I don't know all them damn different ass buildings downtown. I ain't had no. I know the Sears Tower. I've been up to the top. I know. But anyways, here and there. But I didn't grow up remembering all of them. Damn, the Dirksen building. Right. Thank you. Because I don't know anything. I don't know all these names. I ain't like I'm going down there and looking upside the building. I don't know these damn. I really don't know. All I know is they was built up so blocks a lot of wind coming through off that damn Lake Michigan. It keep us from having a tsunami or something because Chicago is surrounded by a big body of water. And you never know what can happen. So it keeps the wind down or so, and that's how what I was learned. A windy city. But we saw him on that. He rolled with that. He did, them sisters, and he was standing there next beside them, all greased up at the face with the same baby tie on that he done walked it out with. That was how long ago, but he was happy, I guess, to have been walking with them. Yeah. So I know you can't hear me. I had to I had to mute for a second. I know that. I said, hold on for a minute. I got people in the house right now. So where was I? Oh, Bookham. He was happy about that, He went on down there with them and on. Then he come back on his screen and got to talking about, they not who they were, displayed this woman, half of her life of what he had learned about it. And God knows whoever looked that up for him to put on the screen, embarrassing, humiliating, after all of this, the sisters are now in the cameras and whatever with Jennifer Bunting. They've been to several court hearings and trial, at least one. Y'all, you didn't hear me? I clicked it off too fast. Then you gonna get a whoop. So, yeah, until, in my opinion, watching him post that lady's information, one of the sisters, was it Lisa or Cassandra? I don't know which one, right? You can tell right then and there something had happened. Something had happened. What prompted him to display that young lady information about where she went to school and who she was this, and this is the daddy of this and this or that. Not knowing this is how what he call those people, smart dummy. That's what he call people, smart dummy. Not even thinking into the future that it was a little too short and too late. Those ladies are already sold on Mr. Kelly. It was already said out here that he now accepts them if they're going, they're putting in the work for him, whatever the case may be. Whatever, if they've improved something or whatever behind the scene, this would be something that Booker would probably never know. However, though, it was said out here that all he did, so why he's stealing it? Shakira, you mean tell me he done stole that too? Girl, I cannot. He over there like he didn't. But what was I thinking, Shakira? What was I thinking? This is not the way. I should have known it, Shakira. I should have known. But he called everybody smart dummies using, I guess, now no joke phrase, right? But you can't go and introduce someone to someone. And in this case, it's Cassandra or Lisa Kelly. Mr. Kelly accepts them. They are walking down this journey with him, have talked to attorneys, been to the offices of attorneys, all this shit, right? To come back on your screen to demise these women and not expect for it to get back to his mentor. Now you left your mentor in a compromising situation. He doesn't condone the shit that you're doing, but yet then he has two ladies that has been out here attempting to help him, no matter if they was his sisters or not. But you just kept going on.
No matter dark or nothing.
No. So yeah, you kept going in on those ladies. And that may have been as well under the direction of his Uncle Levi or drunken six Larry. Might have been under there. Because remember, he's a follower. You a straight up follower, not knowing that could have possibly hurt you. Not, but you did what you did. And when you can see that he came back and displayed that lady or those ladies' information on his screen about her schooling and this or that, we get it that his intentions was for Mr. Kelly to be like, get them away from me. Cut them off, cut them girls off. That's the intentions that is put out or shown of Bookham's behavior. But in my opinion, I feel, and I hate using feelings, but I feel that it flip-sided. Yeah, flipped on them. Not because that they were allegedly his sisters, because they were women. This is what you're doing to women. This is what I'm finding out that you're doing, and you're supposed to be out there, up advocating or doing such a whatever the fuck you do for me. So Mr. Kelly, in my opinion, cut his ass off. There are no audios to him. There is no letters to him that he should, if anybody should be proudly about putting up some letters or whatever, it would be him. There's nothing. There is no more Doug Anton. There is no more Greenberg to make phone calls to put out here on the live. It's just a whole lot of shit that he lost along the freaking way. He can thank himself for that, though. No, he don't. He say he don't dox. Nope. That may be a little true though, Jana. He's a follower. So everything that was passed, how he got it was probably given to him. It was probably given to him. He just wasn't smart enough to say, I'm not. I won't. Nope. I'm not on y'all side. I ain't riding with the ops. Nope. But he liked what the ops were doing to the boys at that time on this side. He liked it because the boys did not, congregate all together. They didn't tie all together. And you know how black sheep of the family would be, right? You know how the person that feels like they're the black sheep is usually the person that would do the most acting up. And he did the most acting up. He did the most. Uh-oh, y'all, we got trouble. Here comes trouble. I told y'all he'll find his way down here. So, yeah, damn it. I'm not going to be too much longer. Maybe I'll come back on tonight when we can finish talking about this. Right, Ace? You say, I like how Bruce totally lied out the seat. Uh-oh, he's got his glasses on, y'all. He's got some bling, but he can see so much better now with his, but here he comes. And coming to the stage is one none only than the Keandre. Don't come on here with all that Baba Car stuff. I don't want to hear it. And put my. You want some more? Yep. No. You want some more? You want some more? I knew it, y'all. Here he comes. Okay. Let me give him a second. So he's gonna come. So. I didn't plan this live, so y'all gonna have to just bear with him. Oh, he's going back upstairs for something, y'all. So that means he forgot something. He'll be done. Yeah, I'd be glad. I pray every night that he can start talking, but talking about sign language. I still ain't gonna. I'm gonna have to go start looking up the sign language, y'all. I don't know. We'll find it out, but whole bunch of shit. But they didn't show up to Mr. Harris live. Of course, we all know why. Can anybody put the reason why? Let me see who's the smartest in the chat. No, I'm not going to do that because I think that we all are smart. Can y'all drop the reason why that Bookham would use why he didn't show up in the chat? He says it all the time. He says it. Hey, baby. He says it all the time. Who knows his phrases? Huh? Who knows his phrase? Look at Keandre's tablet, y'all. Oh, Muddy, you hit. Muddy must be laying on the button. Look at Keandre's tablet, y'all. He love this thing. This is so crazy. I'm like, boy, that thing about big as my darn computer screen. And he just be dragging it around, but he love this thing. It's probably dead. Let me see what he plays on here. I don't even know how to turn this thing. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Look at it. Look at Keandre shit. He got a big tab. I'm like, boy, let me see that. Ain't nothing on here but games, though. He played baby games. All baby games. Now, he could come down here and show y'all how to work this thing. Y'all see Keandre work this thing. Y'all be like, boy, how you do that? Here's little games. He be playing it. He know where everything. He knows how to work it. Okay, here he comes. Shh, here he comes. He's coming. I told you he'll be back. What does he say? What does Bookham say? Yeah, I want to learn it too, though, Jana. I really do. Oh, he went and got his duck. Bookham would say his reason for not coming over is because he's not going to help you build his channel. He ain't going to help you get your views. You built your channel off of me. There he is. He just got his braids done. Let me ask the chat. Should he cut his hair or no? Should Keandre cut his hair? Should he get a haircut? What y'all think? What y'all think? Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. You say hi?
Hi.
Good boy. Good. Say hi. No. Say hi. Hi. Say hi.
Oh.
Say duck. 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 Hey. Duck. You say no, don't cut it, girl. Duck. 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 You say don't cut the hair, huh? Who's that? Queen say cut it off. Queen, you say cut his hair. Cut his hair. Oh. Duck. The duck. Mhm. Duck, 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 duck. Duck, 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 duck. Duck, duck. No, leave it, bruh. His mom won't cut it. He won't cut it. He got a new wave mama, so y'all know that is not getting cut. And it's just still growing. He said, don't cut it. He got a new wave mama. You know new wave mamas ain't cutting that. This is called hip. Hip for the 2000s. Do we need this? Duck, duck, duck. The duck, goose. Let's do. Can you do your ABCs? A, B, C, D, E, F. Duck. No. H, I, J, K, L, N, O, P. Okay, let's do the easy one. A, E, I. What's the song? A, E, I, O, U. Whatever. Yeah, he'll get there. He'll get there. But like I said, I just came on to show y'all how baby Emma was doing, and now you see how Keandre, he got bling on his glasses. Oh, my bad, girl. My bad. My bad. Look at that bling bling. Yeah, bling bling. Okay, we need to turn this off here, man. Let's get on my minutes. Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of stuff. But he didn't show up over there, which he asked questions. And I'm like this, you ask questions on your channel, you can come and get the answers. Like, come and get the answers. It has to be understandable that, Mr. Harris is under the job title of a private, don't knock my water over, private and, investigator of what he does. So some things are definitely going to be like, we can't talk about that. But this boy comes on and said, well, tell us, what have you done? What have you done? Well, I don't think that it would have been appropriate to share what it is that he does. What has Bookham done? What has Bookham done? Got a person indicted on YouTube. What all can y'all think that Bookham has done to help Mr. Kelly? Did he did he get all of the information from Drunken Larry to send in? Where is he sending all his information? That's what his answer would be, Queen. That's what his answer would definitely be. Yeah. That's what it's. Well, that's true too, Queen. What he got, yeah, you're right. He only has a few videos out, but that's what he would say. You just want me to come over there and I help build your chat. I help you get those views. And that's how you know when it's all about views or clicks or whatever, because that's all he talked about. That's pretty much a lot of what he was talking to the yeah, bye-bye. 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 That didn't take long. See, he was gone. He gone back upstairs. Guess he said, Grandma, you boring. That's all he would talk about is, I build my channel. Well, who gives a fuck? If it was for R. Kelly, why wouldn't you be okay with that? That boy needed them views and them darn clicks over there, y'all. So I was like, shit. You know, why would you care? How could something like that make you so mad? You say you like when he shows up, he gets tired. He gone. He gone back upstairs now. I did get to finish shampooing my bedrooms out, so those are clean and fresh. I try to do those every other month, every third month, just shampoo, get the dirt up out of it, the dust out the carpet and stuff. So, oh Lord, it's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. I don't know. Hey, Capone, what's going on? But like I said, I didn't finish listening to the end of Mr. Harris because I ended up coming down here, and it was at a part where I was like, oh. And then I had Baby Emma that I wanted to show y'all. Yeah, go upstairs, get, bye, beat it, go, bye, scram, 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 scram. So, woo-wee, woo-wee. You know, but that's just my opinion on booking with those sisters. You did something and you were saying things that was embarrassing or controlling over these women, probably misinformation, you know, and everything. And I think that Mr. Kelly may have not liked that, you know, may not like that. Emma is 6 months now. Keandre is 5. I think he's 5. I think he won maybe 10, 9 or 10. Yeah, 9 or 10, somewhere like that. I don't know. Try not to remember Capone, then I ain't gotta buy birthday gifts. So y'all good grandmamas and aunties and stuff. Shit, I don't remember. Yeah, oh, grandma, it was my birthday yesterday. Oh, it was? Well, what today is? Oh, you said yesterday. Well, you should have called me yesterday. Now you gotta wait till next year. I know Cameron was like, well, Grandma, that was just yesterday. Like, you're gonna look out for me? No, you missed your birthday. Not only did I miss it, you missed it. You should have called me. What the hell you gonna call me the day after? As a matter of fact, you should have informed me the day before, not the day after your birthday over with. Sorry for you. I be getting mad too, like, Grandma, that ain't right. You keep trying to trick me. I'm not, how am I going to trick you about your birthday? When it's my birthday, I'm hitting you on my birthday. So how am I tricking him, y'all? Cam be getting livid, y'all. Cam like, Grandma, you know that's not right. I thought that you was just, giving it, like you had my gift or you were tired, because you always say, like, Grandma, you working or this or that. Listen, don't do like I say. Don't do like I say. Don't do like I say, grandson. You better do what you know how to do. As you can tell me anything you want to, or I can assume anything. But I know if it's my birthday, I'm going to call. Auntie K. I know you went to work today. I know you might be sleeping, but I just want to leave the message. Don't forget today, my birthday. Not the next day. So I get, pretty much, if I don't do him, I do them all like that. So I save my money. You'll be all right. I'm gonna have it for you next year, grandson. I got you next year. I got you next year, grandson. I ain't gonna forget. But what about this year, Grandma? Today is not your birthday. It was yesterday. I be doing them like that, though. I need to stop doing that. That's a bad grandma. That's bad grandma. You say, hey, Pat, could you, one of you moms, put the link in for the membership? Uh-oh. I don't know if Muddy knows how to do it. I don't know if you could do it. Is it a membership or you just, I thought you just go to the about. Hold on, honey. Let me bring up my page over here because I know you go to the PAL page. Let me see if I could copy it and put it in the chat. I love you too. You've been riding or die for a minute too, sugar baby. Why does my camera go upstairs? Go upstairs. Just go upstairs. Go upstairs. Just get. Yeah, it's froze. He looking at the camera like, Grandma, the camera is froze. Yeah, I don't know why, grandson. I don't know why. Let me bring up my page. You're welcome. It's okay. We're just sitting here chit-chatting anyway. I kind of want to finish listening to Mr. Harris live, but now that I see he's actually having and running a live, I don't just want to be playing his live. So they gonna hit you up for Christmas. I know, right, Ace? They will. Ace, I got something for that too. That's called going away for a couple of days. And they come back, Grandma, we came over to get our grip. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, no, I wasn't here. I wasn't here. I wasn't here. Okay, where's our gift, man? I wasn't here. If I'm not here, how I'm gonna have a gift? I wasn't here. I dodged that shit too. I dodged that shit too. You know what, Ace? I think as I get older, I'm gonna become a better grandma. Right now, I'm in my prime grandma years. I'm learning this stuff. I ain't read no book to grandma nation. I don't know, I'm going to let me go to my page. Hold on. I'm going to I'm learning this shit as I go along. There are no rules to this. I didn't know that, if the daughter call, I gotta go get Pampers and shit. I didn't know that. I ain't know that. They should have taught me that shit. I'm learning it. Let me see if I can get this link though for. Thank you. Where's oh, there it is. What you do? Maybe the battery is dead. See this type of stuff right here. Ain't no book says that I gotta keep turning a darn tablet. Nisha. See, I don't even know how to work this. Let me see. Yeah, you didn't hit something. I don't know how to work your tablet. I don't know. I can't turn it off. Where's your mama? See, I don't even know how to work this. It's coming up with the okay. Calm down. You're making me feel like I did this. I didn't do this. It's like it's stuck on the camera or something. They made these kids stuff too high tech. Okay, I got it. There. See? I fixed it. Yay. Go. Go before you give me a copyright. He mad, y'all. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, there it is, right in my face. I'm still. Okay, so there is. I don't even know where. I don't even see a link. If I click on membership. I'm gonna have to get that for you, loyalty. I don't even know. I really don't. I'm looking on here. I even joined the darn thing, and now I don't. I don't even see it. Yeah, let me see what else y'all talking about. He did another live stream. Who did? Who did another live stream? One thing that gets me with him, is that every single body is lying. That's just weird to me. There's very minimum with him saying that, okay, that part is true. But for the most part, with a whole bunch of videos out here, what was the attack the attack with Choke No Joke, it was about the letters, right? It was about the letters. Yeah, it's except him, like every single body. So I'm sticking around though for the duration to see how this whole stuff is going to play out. It's very, Mr. Yeah, the one that I see, hold on. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to listen to that one too, y'all. I'm gonna have to listen to that one. We're gonna have to do a rebuttal on two lives. I need to come back tonight. I need to go comb my hair, some clothes. I got on my cleanup clothes. And his team over there, they just, I don't know, they feel like, I don't know, like he does absolutely no wrong, none. They're okay with knowing that, Mr. Kelly knows of him. They're just okay with that. They also said that he didn't start anything with nobody out here. I don't know if that's true or not. They said that everybody started everything against Booker. Is that true? I'm looking at it. I'm looking. Oh Lord, he went on Rumble to do a live. Who's gonna go over there? I don't even know what a Rumble is. I don't want nothing about no Rumble connected to my freaking phone. So he went on Rumble to do a live. You know that is Mr. Harris on Rumble to see that live? Mr. Harris got Rumble? That's crazy. How you gonna address somebody on a whole different social site? How you address a person all the way on somewhere else? How do you go somewhere else across the country to address somebody? That shit funny. How? So I guess he didn't want Mr. Harris to hear what he has to say. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what it is. I wonder what this is.
Vision running on a thing, got what you need. One, number one, so what it's gonna be next quarter. Even the gold deep, vision running on a thing, got what you need. One, number one.
Uh-oh. Let me see what else y'all talking about. You said, no, he did it on YouTube, but, YouTube took it down. Was it that bad? Was it that bad? Yeah, because I didn't see, when I went to click on it after Mr. Harris, I didn't see anything up, so that explains it. That explains it. Well, you probably got some clips of it, Randa, so you might as well shoot them on over here. You know, you probably got the screen recording, so go and shoot it to me. Shoot it on over here. Yeah, shoot it on over here. I don't know. I was trying to talk to y'all and find the membership link, but I don't know. I think you just got to go in and click on it. And it has to be on an Android. But now I'm going to find out so that I can have that information on hand, because Muddy does not know. And she is the only mod in here right now. I know Harlem would have it on hand or in Empress, but they're not here. All three of them was on a panel together. All three of who, Jana? The three amigos? I know you laugh. I know you lying, Randa. He said he don't fool with Levi no more. So how did they do a panel together talking about Sean? He said he don't fool with him no more. So you mean to tell me that they went on the Vumo or whatever that is? What's going on? What's going on, babe? Mr. Harris needs to stop talking on these platforms. Keep it professional, because these dummies will try to throw him in a cross with those people. Yeah, that's true. But I don't even think that would matter if his truth stands with him being the private investigator. Like, some they can say whatever they want to say. So I don't think that they would be able to throw him into anything. His credentials should have already been checked out before they brought him on this journey to be out here investigating. They should have been did a background check and cleared him. Shit, she said before these people, what you say, they would try to throw him in. They can't throw him in. Not if the right people then pulled his credits and he's down there doing what he's supposed to be doing. So that could not happen. Not in a million years. They can't pull that man into nothing. Not now. It'll be too late in the game. Too late. And you said, Levi, I think that he only can harass and threat people soon as people react to him. I don't even know, harass and threat behind the scenes of what? I don't know. Didn't Mr. Harris talk about the paperwork? Well, I don't know if Mr. Harris would be able to see the paperwork that was sent in. Yeah, as soon as the people react, he run to the police. What you call that type of person? I'm sorry. What do you call that type of person, TJ? You always cooling at the crib.
Call it hot.
It's hot. Boy, you mean that person is hot?
You run this food all the time, you're hot.
You hot? Get away from them.
They know what it means, that's the federal thing, you hot, you'll smell something, you hot, you don't fat.
So you're supposed to get away from them.
Yeah, you don't want to mess, supposed to run them off.
But these people keep messing with the hot person. Oh, Pap is he's suing Bozo suing Sean. Randy, you going on timeout for that one. He finna sue Sean for first of all, Randy, he can't even make up his own damn number. You can ask for what you want to ask for, but the cap on suing people is still is in paperwork. You just can't come out there and be like, I want 148 million. Who gives a damn what you want? It's a cap on that shit, like it's a cap on the amount of insurance you can use. Second of all, what for what reason though, Randa? For oh, he wants 38 million for exposing. Is that what he wants? I'm suing you for 38 million for exposing me. I'm suing you for 38 million for not telling that these people that I know are killing. I want 38 million for you telling me to bring Uncle Levi on my channel. I don't fuck with that nigga. I want 38 million. I want 38 million because you came out here and allegedly trying to steal my position. You saw me when I first came on YouTube and I had on my security shirt. Nigga, I was the security one. You go sue him too, Basic? Oh my God. You know what? That's what I get. You say if I go to the live stream, they will see the join. Oh, okay, lady, you got it. They will see the join option. I'm on the live. Yeah, I see the perks, but I don't see the join. So wait a minute, I don't know why I don't see it. I know the word should be up there somewhere. But yeah, get your membership, so you can get your laughing emojis, not those old generic laughing emojis coming up, and support the channel with $1.99. Okay, let me see, because I'm talking to y'all today. Y'all cracking me up. Randa, he's going to be waiting on that 38 million. He wants 30. I can't believe that. What's going on, Be Pretty? Oh my God, that's more than what he tried. Oh, how much was your amount, Randa? He supposed to be suing you too. And y'all know it's about money. It's about money. I don't even know, Randa, how is he gonna get past in court if Mr. Harris comes up in there playing to the judge about how he was talking to his wife or cussing out his wife and telling his wife to suck his peenie? How is that gonna look in court? Yeah, I agree with you on that one, Act. It's so bland, Ace. It's just bland. Like, whatever. He said that he heard Mr. Harris video and shit, he forgot all about that blood on his head. He had to rush home. He said, Pat Levi said Sean ain't never touched $10,000. But he was asking subs for 3,100 and thought he had it. So now they know everybody business though. They know that man didn't touch 10,000. And I heard that, Mr. Harris, and he said that he has how much square footage of home? Well, you got to put money down on the home. So somebody done touched some money. So that would be a lie. That's cousin Levi roasting skills. That's how he roasts. He roasts like that. Your battery about to die, Kendra. You want 20 million. Everybody wants money from Sean. Oh my God. Yeah, he said 4,500 square feet. I'm pretty sure If he been in that home long enough, he done touched about $10,000. You gotta pay your mortgage. Who pay that? That ain't just falling out the air. That don't just fall out the air. So we all know that that's not true. I'm just still thrown, Randa, that you said that they had a live together. He just said that he ain't touching. He don't want nothing to do with it. I ain't never going back. He don't come over here and I ain't going over there. He said, I don't fuck with no Levi, but what did Mr. Harris say? That was probably fake too. That was fake too. How many of y'all believe that him and cousin Levi falling out was fake as hell? How many of y'all believe that? Me. I believe it was just part of the next phase of the show. That's what I believe. It wasn't together. All they did it. They might as well did it together then, Randa. You mean tell me that cousin Levi was on one show of his own, and then Booker was on another show of his own, but it came on at the same damn time, Are you serious? I fell asleep last night. Now I hate that I missed all of this. I really do. Yeah. Y'all could tell that Keandre kind of likes, when y'all are talking and if it's about him, but I'm speaking to him to say hi to you guys. So he knows that there's interaction going on here. And then he keeps peeping up. It was all fake. Hey, to be blessed. It was fake. Well, we'll see. It wasn't nothing fake about him joining up with that Levi to do all that damn attacking with that terror shit and the DJ Son shit and the Scooby-Doo shit. Nah, he teamed up with them on that one. That shit ain't fake. Follow the leader. I don't have my battery charger down here to charge your thing, dog. Nope, not at all. He heavy though, TJ, sitting here on my damn lap. He's heavy. He working his iPad though, y'all. Look at him working. Let me see if y'all can see him working. Look. He working it, ain't it? What you gonna watch? Which one? What you gonna watch? What are you watching? Yeah, pick that one. Pick the duck. That one. That one. That one. Pick that one. Good job. That one. That one. He looking for a particular one. He looking for a particular one that he likes, I guess. I don't know. Y'all don't mind him sitting here, right? I know my content is not for kids, but I got to do a double duty right now. Yeah, he got lots of hair. I don't even know. It's just steady growing though, basic. He got some long hair. He ain't gonna know what to do with it. It ain't nothing to do with it. Ponytail it or braid it up. That's about it. Look at him peeping at y'all. Who is that? Who's gonna be going to jail though? Who's gonna be going to jail? He's going to be going to jail. Buckham don't think that nothing is gonna happen to him at all. None. He set straight forth on that. I'm not into none of this stuff. I don't know how he doesn't, why he would say that and think that when people have actually heard him say that, he's sending this paperwork in or he's doing that and he's doing this. I don't know, y'all. I just don't know. I don't know how though. Like this is crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. Well, I should finish. You said everybody go. Say, bring on the bus, huh? Bring on the bus. And they all, I don't know, they all, those three people, or mainly the two, down to the two super groupie men, they just feel like they're not. I did go back and listen to the audio about that whole money thing, that was just directed towards, him. Like he asked you, why are you out here asking the people? Like he asked you, hey, if you want to help out, have to do a little something or whatever, then, so be it. And then he come out here and drop this whole audio like it was for the community. That was for him. So I don't know. I want to finish hearing what Sean had to say though. And Sean couldn't get his link to work. Why not? Because I really was hoping to see at least Dom come up there, yeah. You say what grown man does that? So and I was just listening to Sean just a second. I just clicked on him. And can you understand with someone that has a professional career for another grown-ass man to come out here and point out allegations or lies? The whole thing about him sleeping with Dottie. Why? He ain't in the bedroom with Sean. So when you listen to that allegation, Kim, every time I'm live, you always come say, he lied, Pat. I don't care. I don't care about no book. But why? Why when he has gotten himself caught up in retaliation, why is it about somebody's sexual preference or private? Why would he put that out there if he's not in the bed room with a person so that his story can be factual? Because if you're not there, you're going to have to be presumably telling a bunch of lies. Like you're lying. How do you know this? Who told you this information? And Sharon did state, she saw him down there, she set up text, she met him, X, Y, and Z. But could things have gotten that bad in New York for him to come on his screen to tell her to like suck his penis? What could have possibly gotten that freaking bad, Danny? What? Oh Lord, y'all say he about to go live. Let me see. I gotta see what he got on today. Let me see what he got on. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and go watch him because I really need to put this furnishing on my floors in the basement. I got to rejuvenate them, and I need to finish dusting. I need to go check on my roast and all that stuff. So we can come back live if y'all want to. So, damn, I ain't seen no adult dating chat in a minute. Hold on, I'm gonna get you out of here. I ain't got no mods. Yeah, no hand. There we go. Let me get you on the bottom. See, I could do two things at once. So it's up to y'all. Do y'all want to come back later on? Y'all want to come back later? Then I'll be ready to be laughing and shit like that. But I gotta take notes. I gotta get some notes, y'all. Some notes. And then what time is it? 2:26? You know what they came up? Oh, what? Surviving the janky PI. Ooh, Mr. Harris. Yes, Ace. Ace, come back and continue to laugh at us over here. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Let me see what he got on before I leave. Yeah, I gotta take some notes. What have you done? Didn't he already ask this though, Randa? He's already asked, what have you done for Mr. Kelly? Well, it wasn't too much technically that he could do. That's his attorney's job. That was his attorney's. Hell, what have Doug Anton did for Mr. Kelly? Maybe you should ask that question. Ask the question about what have. What's wrong, bro? You're itching? Your tag got you? What's the problem here? I got you. I got you. Okay. Nothing like having an octopus hands. There you go. You good. You know what I mean? Why he won't ask and show the people what exactly it was that Doug Anton did. Oh, that cracks me up, Kapal. Kapal, I usually don't go back and watch my lives, right? I went back and watched the live we did the other night, girl. Y'all know what? To go back and watch your lives and sit there and laugh at it yourself, girl, you know I ain't shit. I'm sitting there like, I said this shit like this shit is crazy. I'll crack myself up on that live, y'all. So and shout out to all of y'all that hit the thumbs up because, you know, we can sit here and laugh together, you know, on my crazy ass and a lot of shit that we see going out there. But y'all really did got the likes up on that live and it was watched a lot of times. So, and I think that it was watched because of people that, you know, just come for the laughter. That's all. Just come for the laughter. Because ain't a damn thing at the end of the day that we can do about this. So I'll probably be back tonight. If I don't, that means because I am developing another live that is probably going to be unexpected amongst quite a few of you guys, but we'll see how I feel, and I might be touching on something else. Okay, even though I've been touching on it in a different way, but yeah, we'll see how that works out. One of your favorite lives that I've done was when you was talking about girl. Ain't nobody there. What Ty was the mascot, girl. Ty is the mascot. I don't know. I wonder what else is y'all favorite lives that I've done. I've done so many now. I don't even remember them all. I really don't. Let me see. I think my original channel, One Papoose, has some of the funniest lives on it. Come on. My other channel. I think my other channel has some of the funniest lives on it. But yeah, all the Metro, yeah, I did a lot of those on the One Papoose channel. So yeah, the Metro Petro, girl. I used to be kid, girl. I needed a goddamn oxygen mask laughing at that shit was killing me. But they sit over there, and I'm pretty sure it could be some of the newer people that's joining in this chat over there, like, well, you know, oh, she sold this and so that with a damn book of this and book of that. And then your ass should have been out here when I started, and you'll know why. Don't come in late in the game acting like I got the problem. I don't have the problem, you know. I don't have a problem. So, oh, he put the Proverbs up. He must have went to church today. I'm not the one with the problem. You say you have so many. It's so many. You say it's so many. It's, you know what, Ace? It is. I can't even pick one of my favorite ones off of the Beauty Queen here. But guess what, babe? We finna go. I'm gonna try to come back tonight. I'm finna try to finish my housework. And I gotta watch I gotta write down book of notes. So he live tonight and I'm gonna listen and write and clean. And we're gonna come back and talk about it because his live, beautiful, is rebuttaling off of Sean Harris live. So that come back, we just shared a little bit about Sean Harris and from his live. So I don't know if you've seen it, but I'll hit you with the link, girl, so you can see it. But as soon as booking get done, then I'll prepare to come back on and destroy. Hey, head, shoulders, knees, twerk. Head, shoulders, knees, twerk. Head, shoulders, knees, twerk. Oh, I'm always messing with these kids. Head, shoulders, knees, twerk. Head, shoulders. Let me see you do it. Head, duck. 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 All right, you'll be back. Everybody will be back. Let me get these notes going over there. Mr. Harris, I'm gonna write these notes good. And we're gonna see where it's gonna go for there. But I don't think Mr. Harris is gonna be going back and forth with Bookham. I don't, you know, so breakfast with Bookham. You like that one? You like the girl, was I talking to him or what? Y'all gonna keep on, and it's gonna be a Bookham Manigan on my show. I'm gonna give me a Bookham Manigan. He gonna be on here like I'm gonna be talking to him. We're gonna get a Bookham Manigan. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna have to pump it up a little bit more over here. Yeah, we're gonna pump it up some more. Well, I don't know why that girl be stalking and harassing and then book 'em. That's what he be mad, y'all. The book 'em. It's the Bookham show. It's the Bookham show. It's the Bookham show. It's the Bookham show. Oh, shit. He think that he's the only one that can have a freaking show out here. No. Look at his long, he got his long intro. He's still coming in, y'all. He ain't on yet. He's still coming in, taking flight. His countdown keep counting over. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Oh, I just hit a button. I didn't even know what it was for. Hold on, let me find something right quick before I get out of here. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm finding. Hold on. Oh, I found it. On the way out, give y'all a little laughter. We're gonna get a little laughter on the way out. Just a little bit. Don't say I ain't never get y'all done. Shout out to Randall. Don't say I ain't never do nothing for y'all. Oh shit, wait a minute. Where is it at? Oh no, what happened to it? Where the damn thing go? I don't know where it went. I'm always fucking up some shit over here. That y'all. Look at Keandre looking at it, y'all. Look at Keandre. Look at my kids. When This is crazy because when I open up my other screen over here, it clicks off, and I don't know why. You say she put it on Twitter. You look at, let me see, look at Keandre looking at it, dog. It's funny. Look. Keandre, who is this, Keandre? Keandre looking at it like, what in the way he's sleepy too? Oh shit. It won't, I can't get it to play on my share screen. When I click on share, yeah, it clicks it off. Wait a minute, let me see. Hold on, let me see something. I know your ear bothering you. What's going on? Look, okay, there we go. Let me see if it's up. On my way out, want to random a magic piece. I have the program and I don't even know why I don't play with it. I don't even know why. I've been trying to put a tile on some, but YouTube will hit you with the music, girl. Be tear your ass up with the music. Did it come up yet? Why is it not up yet? It won't even come up. That's the title of a video. I can't get it to share. I don't know why I won't share it. Out of here, y'all. I will see y'all probably later on, but let me go get my Sunday stuff done. I got to go pick Coda up too later on. So yeah, that's crazy. Special. Special piece. I've been sitting here 20 minutes and this boy still ain't came on, y'all. He still ain't no. He got put all his goddamn entry and effects and stuff to his thing. Yeah, he got to show you what his stuff can do that Drunken Larry helped him with. Oh, you took it from him a long time ago? Oh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna try to be back. I promise I'm gonna try to be back. Let me get my house chores done, y'all. I'm falling behind, having fun with y'all as usual. Deuces, I'll see y'all later. Kendra, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. No, you're not gonna say bye-bye? Yeah, y'all have a good afternoon. Get on over there in the bushes and get your laugh on. That's what you did. Okay, where is the button? We gotta get out of here before we get behind. We falling behind. Yep. I think he's sleepy, Kim. That's why I'm getting off. If I go upstairs with him, then he'll lay down and go to sleep so I can finish cleaning up. See y'all later. Have